All right, now we are turning to another sport. The Portland International Raceway is going to be pretty busy this Labor Day weekend because a few drivers are on the road to Indy. It's a scholarship-driven development ladder that takes young and upcoming drivers up through the ranks until they reach the top level of open wheel car racing in the USA. Right now, I get to talk to two of those races with Team Turn 3 Motorsport, Josh Green and Christian Weir. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. Now, you guys are young. You're starting off so young. Tell me how old each one of you are.
So I'm 15.
And I'm 19.
Oh, my gosh. So do you want racing to be like your long-term career?
Yes, that's the plan. So I've basically started driving race cars since I was 13, so it's pretty much a lifelong commitment, and it's definitely a challenge going through.
Yeah, I started around the same time, and you'll see drivers starting anywhere from age 8 to 12 in go-karts and working their way up to the Formula Car ranks. So it really is a lifelong sport for a lot of the guys who are currently doing it professionally.
That's awesome. And not only did you guys start early, you're winning. So I want you to brag a little bit on yourself because I want to know what's next in your career. And both of you, I was reading a list of like all your accomplishments and I was like, I can't remember this. So I'm just going to ask them to brag on yourself a little bit. Tell me what you've done, what you've won, and what you want to accomplish next.
So I've won a few variety of series. I only have one championship in my name, but only one is kind of, you know.
Yeah.
A few Formula 4 car races, which are a little bit slower than the cars that we drive. Some radical cars, which are pretty fun cars. And other than that, it's just the series I'm currently in. I haven't won yet, unfortunately, but we're working towards that this weekend.
Okay. Yeah, right. That's what this weekend is about.
Yeah, so I won some national karting championships and then finished second in my first car racing series, and then in USF got one win, a couple podiums, and now I'm in Indy Pro 2000. We won the first race of the season, and we've won another race since then, so it's been good. A couple podiums.
Okay, you guys got to tell me now. I just have a regular driver's license, and sometimes I like to speed. But tell me, what is it like to be in that car? Like when you see that gunshot go off and you start taking off, is it just like a flash and it's over? What do you feel?
I think it's actually a lot slower than people think. When you're in the car, you know, everything's happening very quickly, but your brain slows everything down a ton. So you don't feel like you're moving very quickly. As well as it doesn't go by quick. You know, you have to be really smooth and you're so extremely focused that it does feel like it's all in slow motion in a way.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about this road to Indy. I know I gave a brief description about it, but what does it mean to be a part of Road to Indy, and you know, what would it mean to actually win the race?
Well, it's obviously huge. I mean, there's so much publicity in it. Like, we're racing alongside IndyCar, which is the US's top racing series, and those things are insanely quick, and there's hundreds of thousands of people at an event, and winning one of these races is amazing for someone like us, because like, you get up there, and especially winning a championship, you know, you can get a scholarship in the next race, and then it can just set your whole career, get your name out there, and have people recognize you.
Yeah.
And when you look at racing as a whole, it's probably one of the hardest sports to become professional in. Because if you think about the amount of drivers in the world there are, and then there's what, maybe 20 to 100 being paid to do it professionally, whereas in any other sport, you see 300-400 people being paid to do it. So it's that really, really small number that makes it so hard to get there.
Yeah, that's such a good point. So tell me a little bit about being part of Turn 3 Motorsport racing. What does that really mean? And just explain that to everybody out there.
So we're a huge family at Turn 3. I mean, we cook out most races, and you can see here's my little buddy, Josh. Yeah, we're all a great family. I mean, we have our team owner over there, Peter Dempsey. I mean, we're all good friends, actually. I mean, we live close by, and we hang out. We see each other so often.
I love that.
Yeah, and so I think, so as a team, essentially the team gives us the car. They engineer the race car throughout the race weekend. We have mechanics that work on the car. So it's not like we rock up to the track with our own race cars. The team brings the trailer, they bring the car, they house everything. We show up and drive the car, and you know, we work with our driver coaches to get better and with our engineers to make the car better.
Yeah.
So they really, you know, it is very much a team sport as much as we are the ones in the cars out there, you know, getting the race done.
Yeah.
Car setup from the engineer, as well as just the car showing up to the weekend and being ready to go on track is all on the team.
Yeah, so even though you might be in that car by yourself when you're racing down the track, this is a team. It's a team sport, and they're really supporting you guys. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it, and good luck to both of you this weekend. I know you're going to do good.
Thank you very much.
So much.
Thanks for having us.
Now, guys, it's time for a break, but when we